morning, everyone. It is Monday, November 5th, and I was just wondering if you wanted to spend the day with me. We had something happen yesterday that was quite ridiculous, but par for the course for us. I will insert that footage right here.
Well, it seems this is the year of trees falling on things. This happened while we were at church. Windy day, this is a dead tree. That one's dead too. So we're hoping it doesn't do the same thing. Thankfully, when this tree fell, I'm just assuming this is what happened. The ducks got scared and they went back inside their pen because we did let them out this morning before we left for church. And they could have gotten out had they wanted to. But it fell down on this roof. There's a big branch on there. This is the shelter over the nest box. This is the shelter over the nest box. And the tree fell and put a hole in the roof and broke that beam, that 2x4. We've got all of these branches up on top of this wire. And then the rest of the branch fell down here and broke my flower pot to smithereens. So, unfortunately now Scott's got this mess to clean up. And we're really worried that that tree's going to come down. So it's so windy today. I don't know if it's a good idea for him to take it down today or not, but he's just afraid it'll fall and do more damage to the fence. He has the tree tied off. I don't know if you can see that yellow rope right there. This is not typically what we do on a Sunday. It scares me. I hate it when he has to cut trees down. It's gonna rain. Oh, there it goes. Oh crap, got caught in that other tree. At least it went that direction and not towards the fence. Got caught in that tree. Not sure what they're gonna do. The rain is a-coming. Travis, he was over keeping Bear out of the way in case the tree fell the wrong direction. That's the thing about cutting trees, you just never know. You can do everything right and you just never know for sure if they're going to fall the right direction. Ooh, it's windy. Cold, wet, rainy, windy day. Here it goes. Woo! Yeehaw! Now the cleanup begins.
So yeah, another tree fell. So Scott did get quite a bit of it chopped up yesterday, or chainsawed up, but it's not by far cleaned up yet. I think he wanted, oh, that poor rooster. He wanted Travis to work on it today. So let's head out to the duck pen and see what still needs to be done.
That's the rooster that sounds so pitiful. There's nothing wrong with him, that's just the way he crows. We have lots of roosters around here. Still have all of this mess to clean up.
And of course the roof's not fixed on that yet. That may not even happen till spring. So he got it all sawed up into manageable lengths. So I think he's going to have Travis just throw it over the fence. I don't think my pool got broken. It would be leaking if it had. I need to get that put up pretty soon anyway. That is still on the roof. He pushed the fence back up, kind of haphazardly, but you know, this is going to take a new post. This got snapped. That post is snapped. So this is not a quick fix here. He said I could probably let the ducks out in the yard today, but I don't think I want to with all this debris. I mean, there's some dangerous debris out here, and Travis needs to get this all cleaned out of here before I let my ducks out. So I'm going to leave them in. I'm going to go in and feed them. But Saturday we put down wood chips in here and put down hay, or not hay, straw for them, kind of in preparation for the winter. And of course we've had more rain since. So I don't think I need to change any of their water or fill any water, but they all need food. So I'm going to go ahead and get that done. We have to take Pepper to the vet and get her sutures removed today. So while I'm doing that, I'm going to have Travis come out here and start cleaning this up. Of course, some of these are really big pieces, like this one. Of course, Travis is strong, but I really don't want him to hurt himself. He may need Olivia's help for some of this, but he can pick up the small pieces and hopefully get that off of there. Maybe it's stuck. Maybe that's why they left it. I don't know. I guess that's what happens when you live practically in the middle of a forest. See all the trees? We have trees all the way around our property, which is nice in some respects because it keeps you keeps your privacy. But when they fall, they do damage. I'm gonna let Al out, and he is getting kind of too big for his britches. Acts a little, I don't know, like his hormones are raging or something. Get, don't you come by me acting all rowdy. It's funny, this breed of chicken's normally not very aggressive, but I don't know that he's necessarily aggressive. He just acts too big for his britches. Find something else to do. Don't aggravate me. See, now that he's been out for a few minutes, he's kind of calmed down. He's not so cocky. He's always been a little more cocky than most. Ever since he was a little chick, he was always trying to act too big for his britches. I think what's gotten into him is the fact that he just doesn't have any fear of people at all. The other roosters have a healthy fear of people. They're not tame, haven't been handled. Well, he doesn't have any fear of people, and so he thinks that he has to make us submit to his pecking order, and he's got to be the top dog. Well, he's not. And roosters are notorious for kind of sneaking up on you and flogging the backs of your legs, so that's why I have to keep an eye on him. And hopefully I never have to give him the boot, literally, like kick him to get him away from me. But he's also like a teenager. He's a teenager chicken, so you know how teenagers are. So it is time to deal with all of these tomatoes. I have a ton of tomatoes in my freezer that as I was picking them this summer, I would just wash them and cut them up and throw them in a bag and stick them in the freezer. And in thoughts of making sauce and canning it, and I've just been procrastinating and procrastinating and procrastinating it. And I need room in my freezer now for turkeys and such for Thanksgiving, so I've got to get these tomatoes dealt with. This is just 2 bags that I threw in the cooker. Of course you can see they're still frozen. I've got 2 more bags over here, and then I'm not sure how many more bags I have down in the freezer, and I don't know if I can fit all of it in the cooker at one time. I'm going to go ahead and start defrosting these in the microwave, because I know once they're softer I can mush them down and make them fit. I'm just going to have this cooker on low while we're taking the dog to the vet, because I don't want anything to burn and scorch while we're gone. But I'm hoping to get this all cooked up today, and then by Wednesday have it all canned up, because I'm going to have to run it through a food mill once it's cooked down to get all the skin and seeds, and then I'm going to have to cook the juice down till it's thicker so that I can can sauce. So that is what I'm up to, and we have to leave in about 40 minutes to take Pepper to the vet. So that is all the bags that I had up here in the last clip, and they all fit in there, and there is more room, and I know once these thaw and cook down there'll be more room, because I have these 2 bags left. I'm just going to leave these out. I'm going to put them in a bowl and just leave them out to thaw while we're gone. They're going to be still frozen by the time we get back, but hopefully this will have cooked down enough that I can fit another bag in, and then hopefully by this afternoon I'll be able to fit everything in there. We are off to take Pepper to the vet to get these sutures out, and we'll show you what her tummy looks like when we get back. Here's a little taste of the fall colors in our area right now. Although the peak is already past us, some of the trees are still pretty nice looking. So we can see her eye. The mole's gone. It's looking really good. That's where the skin cancer was. Took the stitches out. And then down here is her other ouchie where the cyst was. And it's looking real good. It's looking real good. We got to take Sally in tomorrow for a checkup. That's going to be interesting. Okay. So we're back from the vet, and I've had lunch. Olivia's working on getting her lunch. So is Travis. And I've got all but 1 bag of the tomatoes in here. And I think I can fit the last bag in. And then we can crank the heat up a little bit and get it to cooking. And then once the kids are done getting their lunch, I got some tidying up to do. The dining room and the kitchen get to be a disaster on Sundays. So I gotta get this all tidied up. Alright, other than the dishes in the sink, which I'm going to be leaving that for my offspring to take care of. I think this is Travis's night for dishes. The kitchen is cleaned up. That's going to be a fixture on the counter for the next couple of days. And the table's cleaned off. It's always a good feeling to have everything tidy. So while Olivia and I took Pepper to the vet, Travis has gotten the wood from the tree out of the duck yard. It's looking really good, and they are in the process of moving it out of our yard here. It's a lot of wood. Is it pretty light?
Yeah, really light.
Must have been dead for quite a while.
I picked this one up.
Wow.
It's like half the height. It's not that heavy at all.
That's why it blew down. Here's the tree that we've had the video footage of Scott cutting down that you saw at the beginning of this video. So this is where the tree was. It obviously had ants in it. That's the one that fell. You can see how it's all termitey. The ants have been chewing it and eating it. That's why it didn't take much for the wind to knock it down. Alright friends, I think I'm going to end this vlog here. Thanks so much for spending the day with me. When you're viewing this, it will be election day for those of us who live in the United States. Go out, make your voice heard, and vote. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.